What did I just read? The best kind of feeling comes from books, movies, and manga that make you question this. And Ujicha's masterpiece, Just Listen to This Song, certainly provokes that reaction. So much so that after reading it, my mind was still reeling. So what exactly is this manga, and why should you read it? The story revolves around a simple yet unsettling premise. The girl asks the boy, "Please, just listen to this song." She hands him a tape, an old-fashioned cassette, already weird in the modern day, and insists he play it. When he does, the story immediately shifts into surreal, grotesque territory. The song isn't just a melody, it's something else entirely. A psychological virus, a mind-altering experience, or maybe even a curse. Whatever it is, it starts changing him. From here, the story descends into a nightmare. His reality starts to unravel. He begins to see bizarre visuals, twisted figures, and the world around him becomes increasingly abstract and horrifying. His identity fractures, his memories blur, and the boundaries between what's real and imagined collapse. The manga ends in a disturbing, almost nonsensical climax. The boy loses himself, consumed by something beyond comprehension. It leaves readers shocked, disturbed, and asking, "What did I just read?" Before diving deeper, let's take a moment to appreciate the genius of Ujicha. This artist is a master of leaving readers perplexed and searching for answers long after the final page. While some may criticize the lack of a clear resolution, it's this ambiguity that elevates the story. We're forced to confront the uncomfortable truth that some mysteries may never be solved and some horrors defy explanation. Now let's dive into what makes this manga truly terrifying. First, the art. Ujicha uses a raw, crude, and highly surreal art style. It feels like you're reading a child's nightmare scrawled into existence. Characters become misshapen, environments melt into chaos, and panels break conventional structure. This art is the horror. It's not jump scares. It's existential and atmospheric. The more you stare at the panels, the more they unsettle you. It's intentionally hard to process, just like the story. Second, the interpretation. This manga isn't your typical linear narrative. It's more like a fever dream, a descent into madness. Because of this, there's no single correct interpretation, but that's where the brilliance lies. Here are a few ways to look at it. 1. Media as infection. The cassette tape can be seen as a metaphor for viral media. How one piece of content once consumed can infect your thoughts. Think about how an addictive or disturbing song, video, or idea can haunt someone's mind. This is that concept turned into a horror story. The girl is like a carrier of this virus, begging others to listen so she can pass it on, not out of malice, but perhaps because it's the only way to escape it herself. 2. Loneliness and obsession. The protagonist seems like an outcast. Maybe he's curious, maybe he's just starved for attention, but that need to connect makes him vulnerable. The song becomes a symbol of obsessive thought, something you can get out of your head, no matter how hard you try. 3. The horror of mind control. The manga explores loss of autonomy. Once the boy listens to the tape, his will starts to dissolve. He's no longer in control of his thoughts, his body, or his life. This is psychological horror at its finest, the fear of not owning your mind anymore. 4. The absurdity of modern culture. On a deeper level, the manga might be a satire. The idea of mindless content spreading uncontrollably, like a TikTok trend or YouTube short, reflects how today's media ecosystem works. Ujicha might be mocking how we blindly consume content without thinking of its effect on our mental health. Third, the symbolism. Every detail in this manga contributes to the overall sense of unease and dread. Let's examine some of the key symbols. 1. The cassette tape. Beyond being a plot device, the tape itself is symbolic. It's an outdated format, emphasizing the idea that this story is stuck in a loop, unable to move forward. The tape also represents nostalgia, which is ironically twisted into something sinister. 2. Music. Music is more than just background noise here. It's an active force that influences the character's actions and sanity. The lyrics and melody are never explicitly stated, but their impact is undeniable, showing how powerful music can be as a form of influence. 3. Eyes. Eyes are everywhere in this manga, watching, judging, or even penetrating the characters' minds. They symbolize invasion of privacy, stalking, and the loss of individuality. 4th, the atmosphere. Ujicha creates a suffocating and nightmarish atmosphere that wraps around the reader. There's a constant feeling of being watched, judged, and trapped. It's as though you're experiencing the story alongside the protagonist, making the terror all the more palpable. 5th, the themes. Beyond the scares, the manga tackles profound themes that linger in the reader's mind. D1, loss of identity. The boy gradually loses his sense of self as he's consumed by the song. This mirrors real-world struggles with mental health and the fragmentation of identity. 2. Trauma and contagion. The story hints at a history of trauma, both for the boy and the girl. This raises questions about societal responsibility and the spread of psychological harm. 3. The limits of reason. As the manga progresses, reason and logic become irrelevant. The situation spirals into chaos, suggesting that sometimes rationality is no match for the darkness within humanity. So what should you take away from this haunting tale? 1. Be mindful of what you consume. Not everything labeled as entertainment is harmless. Some content, whether songs, videos, or even ideologies, can deeply affect your psyche. Protect your mental space. 2. Curiosity has consequences. The protagonist's downfall begins with curiosity. Curiosity is natural, but in certain scenarios, especially when someone is begging you to just try it, it pays to ask why. Not everything offered is good for you. 3. Don't pass on your trauma. The girl may have been a victim herself, now trying to offload the curse. But by doing so, she continues the cycle of suffering. This is a powerful metaphor. If you're hurting, don't pass it to others. Seek help instead of creating more victims. 4. Loneliness makes people vulnerable. The story shows how isolation can make people easy targets for manipulation. It's a reminder of the importance of genuine connection, community, and being emotionally grounded. Finally, it's crucial to acknowledge that art like this challenges conventional storytelling and challenges the reader. It's not meant to be a cozy night's entertainment. It's a confrontation with the darker aspects of human experience. If you seek a story that will burrow under your skin and stay there, a narrative that transcends the ordinary and ventures into the realm of nightmares, then Just Listen to This Song is for you. If you enjoyed this video, please support us. Your support helps us continue delivering quality content. Thanks for watching.